ماذا فعلنا في الأسبوع الماضي؟ هل هناك واجبات؟
نعم.
ما هي الواجبات؟
The worksheets and the BBD. The old lady.
وهذا صحيح؟ اوكي. هل فعلتم؟ يعني؟ Yes.
But the DVD has got problem.
How about the
DVD cannot open. I need to try another laptop first. I'm waiting for my brother to get back.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so mungkin يعني بعد ساعات يمكن أنكم يمكن أن نناقش هذا الورق وهذه التمرينات. So after 1 hour we can discuss the works. Okay. Nah. Okay, so الآن وصل إلى الصفحة التي نحن ناقشنا في الأسبوع في الدرس السابق. في أي صفحة؟ صفحة كم؟
I think the last one was 230.
Ini was 30. Okay, nah. So hal tamrin sahih. Okay, nah. Okay, so سأعطيكم يعني هذا التمرين. التمرين يعني أنتم لابد أن تذاكرون عن الأفعال. عن الأفعال. Okay, so this one is a revision for the verbs. Okay, so لأن الدرس السابق الموضوع الأخير في صفحة 230 نحن ناقشنا وتكلمنا عن الأفعال صحيح؟ We talk and discuss about the verbs. Okay, if you look at the next page as with the previous page, الصفحة السابقة أنتم يعني تذكرون أن أي مضارع مرفوع والمنصوب والمجزوم. فلذلك يعني سأعطيكم يعني هذا التمرين كلها تتعلق بالأفعال and related to verbs. Okay, so هذا التمرين في التمرين الأول أو القسم الأول the first section of this worksheet it says أكمل الجدول الآتي. Okay, so هناك الوزن الماضي مضارع ثم المصدر. Okay, so لابد أن تكملوا هذا الجدول بكل هذه الأربعة المعلومات. So all these four information. What is the وزن and what is the past tense of this verb and مضارع أو مصدر. Okay, مثلا يعني في العمود يعني الأول the first row أو في السطر الأول I already give you the مضارع. Okay, أعطيتكم يعني هذا المضارع فلذلك يعني أنتم لابد أن تملأ الفراغات الثلاثة. Now you have to actually fill in the other three box. Okay, what is the وزن, what is the ماضي and what is the مصدر for that verb. Okay, هل أنتم يعني تتذكرون كل الأوزان؟ You still remember all the وزن؟
ليس كله.
ليس كله؟ مثلا يعني فعل يفعل تفعل صحيح؟ إذ فعل وما إلى ذلك. Okay, كلها يعني حسب هذا فعل ماضي. All the وزن you must base on the past tense. ليس فعل مضارع. Okay؟ نعم. وأنتم يعني أيضا يعني ضيف يعني كل المصادر. So you also have to try to do the مصدر. We already have discussed about مصدر before. نحن ناقشنا عن المصدر وتكلمنا عنها. ولذلك يعني أنتم لابد أن تملأها بهذا المصدر أيضا. ثم الثاني القسم الثاني أنتم لابد أن تصرفوا هذه الأفعال الآتية. You have to actually conjugate these two verbs. Okay, الماضي والمضارع كلها. Okay. ثم أخيرا يعني هذا القطعة. So this is one passage. لابد أن تحولوا هذا النص أو هذه القطعة من المذكر إلى المؤنث. So if you look at this text, right, this passage, everything is related to masculine. So you have to change them into feminine.
Oh.
Okay? Yeah.
So we have to say, for example, اسمها زينب.
صحيح. Okay. Now, so هذا يعني للمذكرة. Okay, so this one is for revision. So you can do it now. Later we're going to discuss a bit and then we go to the new topic. Okay, الموضوع التالي. Okay? Can we discuss the first one? يمكن أن نناقش القسم الأول فقط. لذلك التمرين الثاني والثالث أنتم يمكن أن تضع أو يمكن أن تكتب يعني مثل واجب. You just do it as a homework. Okay, so the first one الوزن الماضي المضارع والمصدر. Now, يمكن نستمع من أزمة. فاعل صحيح الماضي سافر سافر أو مسافر which one?
السفر.
السفر صحيح. Okay, so for this verb the correct masdar should be safar. Even though the technical one should be musafar, right? Because if you look at your pattern, right, الوزن بهذا المصدر لابد أن تتابع بهذا الوزن يعني مفاعلة، ولكن هذا يعني المصدر لا يستخدم. It's actually a مصدر that we don't use. The most common one that we use is سفر ليس مسافر. Okay. Okay. الثاني تغيب. So تغيب هذا للماضي ثم الوزن يا رزيا.
تفعل.
تفعل جيد صحيح.
تغيب يتغير and التغير.
صحيح تغيب جيد. Okay. نعم. ثم الثالث بقاء. ذكية. So هذه كلمة
words have a pattern.
نعم. Correct. The pattern is just the حركة. لا. The وزن is just the حركة. It's just the حركة. Not the letters. فعل. Okay, صحيح. فعل. So فعل or فعل? Which one? فعل. Right? لأن الماضي هنا باقية. The past tense for this verb is باقية. Sama ada baka bermakna stay, right? So باقية is the past tense. So you can see the wazn here, they just follow the harakat. Fathah, kasrah, wa fathah. Okay, so باقية. Semua مضارع
باقية
مضارعه
يبقى
صحيح يبقى. Okay, so باقية يبقى بقاء. So هذه هذا الفعل فعل ثلاثي. جيد. ثم شكري
الوزن أفعال
أفعل صحيح. هذا فعل رباعي أفعل ماضي.
الماضي أعطى
أيوة صحيح أعطى. right. Okay, هذا الفعل يعني فيها حرف العلة في آخره. So this one, the verb here has حرف علة, the vowel at the end. Okay, is actually alif maksura. So that's why when you want to change into mudhari, it becomes ya. So أعطى يعطي. أيوة. Okay, ما هو المصدر؟
لا أعرف أعطى عطايا
لا. So المصدر هنا يعني كل الأفعال إذا كان ينتهي بحرف علة لابد أن نضعها بالحمزة. You must replace the alif maksura, right? Or you can say the vowel with the hamza. سيكون إعطاء. لأن هذا وزن لهذا المصدر يعني إفعل. Correct. This is the actual wazn, right? أفعل يفعل إفعال. ولكن لأن بسبب هناك الحرف العلة في آخره فلذلك يعني أنتم تضع هذا الحرف العلة بالحمزة. مثلا هناك الكلمة نعم يشتري. يشتري لأن هذا الفعل خماسي صحيح؟ is a 5 letter verb. ولكن ما هو المصدر لهذا الفعل؟ By following the pattern. اشترى. Okay. But this verb, the most common masdar should be shira. Same thing like this one. The most common one we use word safar. Okay, so the actual one is, you can see it still ends with the hamza, right? So حرف العلة هنا إذا كانت تريد أن تقلب أو تحول إلى مصدر, if you want to change it to the مصدر, لابد أن تقلب هذا الحرف العلة بالهمزة.
كلاهما صحيح.
نعم كلاهما صحيح, ولكن هذا الكسر الاستخدام. This is the common one. Same thing like safar. Okay, شراء بمعنى bayi. Okay, now. Okay, so that's how you use that's how you change into master for this kind of verb. Okay, now ثم الثاني يعني أخذ يا عزيمة. فعل صحيح. وأخذ أخذ صحيح. أخذ مضارع يأخذ, right? أخذ يأخذ بمعنى to take صحيح. Nah, so akhzun bermakna yani masdar taking. Mana? Naktu bil hamzah. Akhza yani bil hamzah.
المضارع
مضارع يأخذ. هناك الحمزة. Okay, so akhza ya'khudhu akhza. It means taking, right? Okay. ثم استعارة. So استعارة this time the vowel is in the second last letter. حرف العلة قبل الأخير. Just now we talked about the vowel is in the last letter. So this time the vowel is in the second last letter. So كيف أنتم تحول إلى المصدر؟ So هذا يعني السؤال. So ما هو الوزن لهذا يا رزيا؟ نعم استفعل. Correct. استفعل. So هذا الفعل ثلاثي.
Yes.
Okay, so هذا الفعل ثلاثي. So استعار يعني هو الماضي والمضارع.
Yes.
لا.
يستعير.
لا. الألف. ماذا أنتم يعني ماذا تريد أن أو ماذا أنتم ماذا يحتاج إلى هذا الألف? What you need to do for this ألف?
You need to change it to ye.
Yes. Itu?
Yeah.
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 So الإجابة?
Yes.
Yes.
يستعير.
يستعير صحيح.
ما معنى
يستعير بمعنى to borrow.
borrow?
Okay. So استعار يستعير. Okay. So ما هو المصدر يعني تفعل بهذا الياء. What do you do for this ياء؟
استعار.
نعم استعار أو استعارة. استعارة. So when it comes to
Why?
yeah,
For the tak mampu tu.
this one is added letter.
Because there's a alif.
Correct. Okay, so this one you just return back the alif, right? Which is the vowel, and you must add tak mampu at the end. So isti'arah.
So all words which have an alif in it, their masdar will end in ta marbuta.
Sahih. Masalah huna yastaqim. Ma mana yastaqim?
Can.
Yastaqim.
Oh.
Stay. To stay, right? It means to not be astray. That's why we wrote siratal mustaqim. So what is the masdar?
Istiqamah.
Nah, istiqamah, consistent, right? So that's the word. So they have the same verb.
Untuk tak mampu tu when there's an alif for the past tense, for the present tense, is it? When you
Past
remove-
tense.
For the
Past tense has alif, present tense has ya. And then the masdar is alif. You retain back the vowel. So the past tense, the second last is alif. Right? So the vowel is in alif, then change into ya for the present tense. But for the masdar, you have to return back the alif. And you must add this ta marbuta. So istaqama, yastaqim, istiqama. Same goes the other one, ista'ara, yasta'in, isti'ara. So these two words have the same pattern. It's not only because of the pattern, fi'il sudasi, it's because of these verb also have vowel in the second last letter. So they have the same feature. Then nafs al-wazan wa nafs al-shakl. When I say feature means same shakl, where the second last letter has a vowel. Okay? Okay, so بعد ذلك هناك الفعل الأخير, the last verb ينجح. نعم. ينجح فعل ثلاثي وبعد ثلاثي وخماسي. ينجح.
Please be Arabic.
Yeah, I speak Arabic now. ثلاثي. ثلاثي صحيح؟ Okay, so ما هو الوزن لهذا الفعل؟ لا ليس أفعل. أفعل يعني نعم فعل. ثم الماضي؟ الماضي the past جيد. Yes, najah yanjahu najah, right? So najah bermakna success. Okay, جيد. So هذا يعني الإجابة بهذا القسم. Okay, so السمة التامة الثانية الثاني والثالث يعني هذا الواجب. That one is just homework. Okay. If you have time, you can submit to me later. Okay, so الآن بعد الأذان يعني نحن سنواصل يعني الموضوع أو الدرس الجديد. After the azan, we're going to start with the new topic.
Given the verbal noun, because I struggle to.
Okay. Okay, now سنواصل. Let's continue. Okay, so الموضوع أو الدرس الجديد هنا يعني في الصفحة التالية 231 لأن هذا الموضوع للعلم. So هذه الكلمات يعني الكلمات المواصلة because of connected. Okay, so you can see the term that we use here in English is conjunction. So conjunction is actually like a connector. Okay, is a word where you have to connect to form a sentence, right? It's connect to another sentence. So that what is conjunction? He says in English, verbs used to record information and opinion take sentence complements with the conjunction of that. You must learn in English, you say, Mike thinks that history is interesting. Or Mary knows that she wants to go to law school. Susan says that she is not coming. And the other one is, I read that the economy is doing better. So these four example, right? هذه الأمثلة أو هذه الأمثلة الأربعة كلها يتكلم أو كلها يعني يستخدم الكلمات أين, which is that. Okay. And what are the words in Arabic is anna. Okay. So normally this anna, right, you must always associate, is always accompanied. لابد أن تصاحب بالأفعال. You must always accompanied by a verb. You cannot just do it that. If you say that, it becomes a different meaning. Okay, because even in English, we have a lot of word that. Even in English, you have a lot of that. The first one, that. The other one is that. The other one is that. So how do you differentiate? Even in English, we also use this one, right? So the first one, how do you translate into Arabic? I like that book. Is it the conjunction of aina? No, right? So كيف أنتم ترجمون هذه الجملة?
تلك and what is the ذلك?
ذلك. Good. So this is ذلك.
Okay, so ذلك
صحيح.
الكتاب.
ذلك الكتاب. So this is actually what we call as demonstrative noun.
So this is also like هذا where it has to be followed by alif lam?
Yes, صحيح. So demonstrative noun, right, is ذلك or تلك, depends on the gender of the noun. Okay, this noun must always be with alif lam. So in other words, this one, it must always be noun. So that's the formula, right? Okay. And the second one, he said that he likes her. So this is the second one that we actually learned today, Anna. So what's different between the first and second? The first one here is this, that, right, is always preceded by a verb. And this one we actually have a specific verb. هناك يعني الأفعال الخاصة. إذا أنتم تريد أن تضع أو أن تريد أن تستخدم هذا الكلمة أن. So say that. Okay, that's why when you translate the word قال إن. قال إنه. Okay, قال إنه يحبها. So use word inna. So this is actually the conjunction that we learned today. Whereas the other that, how to translate this one? This is the topic that we already have here before. The jumlah sifat.
بقايات.
Yes.
منطقة.
So how to translate word that?
فيها والكثير.
I was ahead. So for this case, right, in Arabic, you doesn't need to translate this that. But in English, you have to put the word that.
Because it is the indefinite.
Correct, because this is jumlah sifat. Right? So min taka fiha, right? Good. Fiha mazda shopping center, Markaz tijariyah kasira. Okay, so for in Arabic, right, because this noun is indefinite. So this topic we talk about jumlah sifat. So doesn't need to translate this word that. But if, for example, this word is definite, then we have to put this additional word, which is that. It's either allazi or allati. And we're going to learn that one in the next unit. So it's two different words. You can see, right? An-nafi usually is that. But in Arabic, we have used a different word. It's totally different from English. English, you just use word that. So it's the same. But in Arabic, it depends on what are the contents of the sentence that you use.
Oh, so if this one is immediately preceded by a verb.
A verb, then you
Okay,
must
so
use
then you
anna.
will anna.
Correct. If it's a noun, right, and it shows for demonstrative means you show something. Like that book, that restaurant, and so on. Then you must use zalika or tilka. But if you are put in the middle of sentence, right, and it's followed by this kind of sentence, right, it's a combination of two sentences, and the letter that, right, preceded by a noun, like this one is preceded by a verb, this one is preceded by a noun. So this one you have to use allazi or allati, or does it put these two words, which is jumlah sifat. So that's the formula that you have to remember. Because inna, yes, this inna is only for qala. You can see in the book, right, it says only for qala and yaqulu, you must take a special form of inna. The rest you must use anna.
Sesungguhnya.
No, it's not just sesungguhnya. In inna, the other one that you see right, that's not right. For example, you say inna Allah wahid masalan. So this is inna means indeed. The one that you said just now.
But it's not the same as
It's not the same like this one.
Indah.
Innahu means who is he, right? So qala innahu means he said that he. So if you look at the next page, they will give you, it's the same thing like the anna. You must actually connect this pronoun with this conjunction. So become that he. So qala innahu is he said that he likes her. Okay, so we have three different words, okay, that we use for the word that in English. So in English, you just use the word that, and you can put in anywhere, right? But for Arabic, we have a certain words, certain terms. So for example, here, if you want to say demonstrative noun, you have to use zalika or tilka. If, for example, the word that is preceded by a verb, like a certain verb like say, think, believe, right? Then you must use anna or inna. But if you look at the third sentence, this is actually a combination of two sentences, right? And the word before that must be a noun. So that's why we have to use allazi or allati. Okay, so today we are focusing on the second sentence. Okay, so that's why they give you all the list of verbs. Okay, it says here, in addition to zanna, okay, the following verbs you know can also take the anna. Okay, like ya'rifu anna means knows, right? Knows that. Okay, they give you example, the sentence, a'rifu anna al-husul ala doktora sayaquzu khams sanawat. Okay, so I know that obtaining a doctorate will take 5 years. Okay, and then the other one is qara'tu anna furas al-amal kasira fil imarat. So he said, I read that. And then sya'ara bi anna is he felt or he feels that. Okay, and then you guys know yash'uru, right? So normally when this yash'uru must always followed by a be. Don't forget this preposition be. That's why you can see the example, yash'uru bi anna walidahu la yushajji'uhu ala dirasatil adab. So he feels that his father do not encourage him to study literature. Okay? And then the other one is fahimtu anna al-'awda ila baladiha ta'ni inqita' al-'alaqa. Okay, so I understand, right? I understood that returning to to her country means that is a break off, right? Like breaking off the relationship. And then lam natazakkar an al-ijtihad al-yawm. So natazakkar is remember. The other one is ya'ni means alima bi ma'na no. So all these verbs are mostly can actually use with this anna. Okay, so that's why they give you all the examples, okay, for this that conjunction. So if you look at the next page, as-safhatalia, it says grammatically this anna, right, behave like another conjunction that you have learned as the anna. Yani bima'na hazil kalimat anna labudda an yutabi. You have to actually yusarrif. You actually have to affix. You have to combine this anna with the pronoun. That's why it say innahu, right? Innahu, annahu, annani, annaka, annaki, annaha, wa ma ila zalik. Okay. Now, so that one is what is actually written here. And if you look at another paragraph, it says they want you to compare between these two particles. The first one is a particle of an, the other one is a conjunction of anna. So why they want you to differentiate? Limaza li'anna, when it comes to normal Arabic text, right, they don't put any harakas, okay? Right, normal news articles or magazine articles, they don't put any harakah. And they don't put any shadda or sukun on the nun. So that's why you have to know how to differentiate both of them. Okay, by looking at the verbs that they use. If the verb that they use is related to this one, right, like knows, remember, then you have to put it as that. But if the verb actually usually with the word to, then that one is for an. Okay, so that's why they give you the list of verbs that related to an. The other one is with verbs that related to anna. Okay, because normally they don't put any shakal or any tashkil for all the particles. Okay, because both of them have the same spelling, hamza wa nun. So kaifa antum yani turid an tuqaran bainahuma. How you want to differentiate, how you want to compare is by looking at the verb. So the verbs here actually can determine the meaning of the word and how you want to read the particles. Is it an or anna? Okay? Because both of them is always followed by is preceded by a verb. But another thing that it can actually help you to understand is if this that must always followed by jumlah ismiyah. That's another thing that you can actually guess. Sometimes you don't know the meaning, right, of the verb. So if you look at after the word that, after the word an or anna, it is followed by a jumlah ismiyah.